It's a cold and damp Wednesday afternoon here in New York City, and here I am, recording in the Wall Street studio. And try and smile, guys, because we're officially more than halfway through the week. Isn't that great? And it's also about that time. So grab yourself a drink, lift it up high. It's officially happy hour in the Big Apple. Now, after much seesawing, U.S. stocks trading mostly higher this Wednesday afternoon as investors took in the Federal Reserve's meeting minutes that showed the committee was split over the timing of a future rate hike. The FOMC, that's the Federal Open Market Committee, published the minutes of its March meeting when the Fed dropped the term patient from its statement as an indication that it may be setting up for normalization of monetary policy. Meanwhile, energy again in the headlines as the EIA said weekly crude inventories rose by 10.9 million barrels. That's nearly a 14-year high and a lot more than expectations. And of course, that added pressure to prices. Crude settling down $3.50, in other words, 6.6% in the red to be at $50.42 a barrel. And worth mentioning today, European equities lower despite a surge in energy stocks following news that Royal Dutch Shell will buy BG Group for $70 billion in cash and stock as well, in the first major oil company takeover deal since Chevron bought Texaco for $36 billion back in 2000. And with Alcoa getting ready to kick off a new earnings season after the bell, gold down $7.50 and the U.S. dollar seeing a late afternoon rise against the euro, you have yourself a session where advancers are just a slight step ahead of decliners over at the New York Stock Exchange. Let's now take a look to see how the markets have shaped up to close out the session. And lastly, on the corporate front, the initial Apple Watch reviews coming out mostly positive this Wednesday afternoon, while generic and specialty pharmaceuticals company Mylan proposed buying Perrigo for $205 per share in a cash and stock deal. Mylan did make it public today. Perrigo also confirmed that it received an unsolicited indicative proposal from Mylan regarding a possible offer for the company. Now, shares of both companies surging so far more than 15% heading into the market close. And there you have it. Until tomorrow morning, and hopefully it'll be warmer outside, I'm James Swinney from ModernWallStreet.com.